Our paratransit services. We urge all of our paratransit customers to use the time available today to call your providers and see if they are actually intending on being available for you on Monday. Just like any other vehicle, we want to keep up.
Fox 29 News in HD is sponsored by Xfinity Mobile.
The blizzard of 2026 is here. Just take a look from the shore to the city to the burbs. Most areas will get hit with a substantial amount of snow from this storm. New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill issuing a state of emergency for all of New Jersey, where the most snow in our area is expected to fall. Areas along the coast could potentially see up to 2 feet of snow by the time all this is over. And farther inland, neighborhoods in and around Philadelphia could get up to a foot or more of snow. Mayor Sherrell Parker declaring a disaster emergency in the city. This is the 10 o'clock news. I'm Sheepa Russell. All Philadelphia city offices are closed tomorrow. Philadelphia's public schools will shift to virtual learning, and Archdiocesan schools in the city will use a flexible instruction day. You can find other closings and delays at the bottom of your screen. We'll see the worst of the storm around now and through the overnight hours, and that's why New Jersey State Police have issued a travel restriction that runs until 7 tomorrow morning. This applies to all state, county, municipal, and interstate roadways except the Turnpike. Police say only essential workers should be on the roads unless you're seeking medical treatment or in need of critical supplies like fuel, food, or medicine. New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill echoing that warning.
Stay inside. Get off the roads tonight. In our last storm, I said don't travel if you don't have to. Now I'm just saying don't travel tonight. It's dangerous. This is a very heavy, wet snow. There are incredibly high winds, up to 60 miles per hour. That means that we could see branches and trees falling into the highway, drifts and whiteout conditions.
The governor says the system is considerably worse than the January storm. A big storm like this one deserves big coverage. Chris O'Connell is down the shore in Cape May. Kelly Rule in Philadelphia, and Jeff Skaversky is in Camden County as the snow and high winds intensify. But first, let's bring in meteorologist Kathy Orr with the latest on this blizzard. Kathy, it's those strong winds that could make things dangerous out there.
Absolutely. The wind is going to be so intense. It's beginning to pick up in Philadelphia. Here's our area of low pressure, our nor'easter, and you can see thunder out to the north and east of the storm. But for us, we're seeing bands of heavy snow highlighted in that darker purple, and they're making it all the way up into our northern western suburbs, not quite making it through the Lehigh Valley in Berks County and Lancaster, but this will continue. That northeast wind will be persistent and increase over the next 24 hours, and we are going to be seeing those blizzard conditions make their way into Philadelphia within the next hour or so. They are already down the shore in Ocean City. Blizzard conditions going on down the shore, and you can see the wind whipping, the temperature 32, and yes, it is a wet snow at this point. Visibility reduced down the shore, less than a mile, 0.3 of a mile in Philadelphia, and Pottstown, 0.8 of a mile. So visibility reduced down to 1/4 mile in those blizzard conditions. Winds gusting to 44 miles an hour at the airport in Atlantic City, 41-mile-an-hour gusts in Millville, 43 in Dover, and we expect these gusts to move up toward Philadelphia as the night wears on. The weather alerts, yes, that blizzard warning has been extended into Pennsylvania, Delaware County, Philadelphia County, Bucks, and Lower Montgomery, and that will continue into tomorrow morning. The criteria for a blizzard or blizzard warnings, you need about 3 hours of gusts of 35 miles an hour or greater. That reduces visibility to 1/4 mile. That's what we're seeing down the shore. Down the shore, gusting to 55 during the peak of the wind overnight tonight. Inland, we're gusting to 45 miles an hour. That includes the Philadelphia area. And the worst between now and 6 a.m. tomorrow. So please be aware, blowing snow, a huge problem, and it will be dangerous to be driving during the overnight. Temperatures, you can see, mainly around freezing, so keeping that snow on the wet side with the exception of the Poconos. And as we go through the next several hours, some drier air early in the morning trying to make it into the Lehigh Valley. By 7 a.m., the snow lightening up in Philadelphia, but still cranking on the backside of the storm with this northerly wind component. Wrightstown, Atlantic City, even Trenton still in the snow, but Long Island and northeastern parts of New Jersey getting hammered. And then during the day, the snow ends and we see temperatures staying around freezing. Snow so far in our area: Lumberton, Marlton, Ashland, New Jersey, all at 5 inches or above. Exton at 4, Willow Grove 4 inches, and at the airport 2 inches reported, and that does need some updating. So already we have half of what we do expect in our region. So still looking at 8 to 12 inches over a big part of the Philadelphia area and our suburbs. Lesser 4 to 8 as you go through the Lehigh Valley, Berks County, and Lancaster County, as this will be the northern edge, and of course heavier as you get down the shore. There will be an area in Ocean County into Monmouth County, and this is where what our governor was talking about: 18 to 24 inches of snow that goes into New York and it goes into Long Island. So very dangerous with blizzard conditions there as well. Overnight lows: 29 in Doylestown and Exton, 31 in Philadelphia, 30 in Wilmington. And during the day tomorrow, yes, snow tapering in the morning and ending, and then the big cleanup will beginning across the area. But the wind cannot be understated because it is going to be brutal overnight, tomorrow morning, and still gusting to at least 35 miles an hour during the day tomorrow. And Sheba, that's going to make for some difficult snow removal across the neighborhoods. We'll send it back to you.
Oh, yeah, I can only imagine. All right, Kathy, thank you. And taking a look at the number of outages in our area right now, according to First Energy, more than 13,000 of its New Jersey customers do not have power right now. A large number are in Ocean County. Atlantic City Electric says more than 10,000 of its customers are without power. Delmarva at nearly 12,000, and PECO reporting nearly 2,000 of its customers are in the dark. Let's get straight out to our Chris O'Connell. He's live in North Wildwood. And Chris, you've been out assessing conditions for several hours now. Kathy said that the shore is where you guys are in blizzard conditions right now. We can sure tell by your shot right there.
Yeah, Sheba, definitely blizzard-like conditions down the shore. Not only are we just having this snow come down that's been coming down since about 1:30 this afternoon, but these massive winds that are coming through. Just take a look at our truck over here. You could see the wind just blowing. It is just really just, I think it was upwards of 30 miles an hour or so. I'm gonna show you that. I'm going to show you that in a little bit, but we're right here on the coastline. Take a look at some video from earlier today. I'm sorry, the wind is literally taking my breath away. The plows were out, the people were out. It is just not a nice day to be out on the roads or frankly anywhere. The plows, they were out all over the place in the Wildwoods. Not many people on the roads. The only people we saw out were shoveling and snow blowing their sidewalks. And those who do this for a living say it's going to be a long but profitable night.
For some of the parking lots, like we're here now, we'll probably be back later if it continues to go like this. We're just gonna, basically it's gonna just be all night back and forth between shoveling, snowing. We got the one machine going, so.
White means green.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say they are going to be out throughout the night. Whether you're a municipal worker, whether you're out there doing it yourself, you might want to just wait until morning. This is some very heavy, wet snow. Let's bring you back out here live. You see behind me, as we've been broadcasting here for the last couple minutes, the lights went back on. There was a power outage here on 2nd and JFK here in North Wildwood. It's because of that wet snow. It's because of the wind and bringing down those power lines. Once again, more than 10,000 people with Atlantic City Electric are without power. And hold on, hold on. Wipe that. I know it's a mess. So here, I'm going to show you over here too. this is what we're also seeing. This nor'easter is just clobbering these beaches, and you're going to see maybe some of these waves come over the seawalls you normally do. High tide's in about an hour or so, but over the next couple days, I'm sure our Jersey beaches have just really taken a beating. You see some of that wave coming up over the seawall here. So it looks like the power was back on here. We will continue to give you some updates, but definitely blizzard conditions down the shore. Sheba.
So beach erosion, very much a concern there as well. Chris, I know you've been on the Jersey Shore since about 1:30 this afternoon. When would you say conditions got worse for you there on the shore?
It was raining during my trip down here, and as soon as I got to Cape May around 1:30 this afternoon, it was like a light switch. It just turned, and it was snowing, those big, fat snowflakes like the size of turkeys coming down, and it really got covered really quick. And here in North Wildwood, it's kind of the same. It's really when the wind picked up, it's really when it got bad. So the roads are all covered, but it's that wet, heavy snow. You do not want to be shoveling this snow right now. You definitely, obviously, don't want to be out in this.
In terms of high winds, would you say what you're going through right now is the worst so far?
Yeah, definitely. These winds are kicking up. We have some telemetry on our vehicle over there. This is our area. Let's take a walk over real quick to our weather beast. Whoa, here's some another wave that came over. Inside, we have some weather telemetry in there. We've been, We've been making sure we're keeping update on the latest weather. I think it was 27 knots the last time I checked, and that's upwards of 30 some miles an hour. So the gusts are getting up there, and it's just, once again, that wet, sloppy kind of snow. You just don't want to be out in it.
Well, I'm glad you got the goggles on out there, Chris. We'll check back in with you very soon.
Got to.
Thank you, Chris, in Wildwood for us tonight. And let's take you out to Media, Delaware County. A lot of the lenses looking like this tonight, covered by the snow and the rain. Visibility is a big concern, as you heard Chris and Kathy mention. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro declaring a disaster emergency and urging anyone who's able to stay off the roads to do so. Now, as far as public transportation goes, New Jersey Transit has suspended all bus, light rail, and access link services until further notice. PATCO will be operating on a snow schedule beginning at 4:30 tomorrow morning, and SEPTA says all bus routes and the Center City Trolley T and D lines are suspended. The M line and regional rail will continue to operate until the end of its scheduled service tonight. If conditions worsen, things will change, so be sure to check the SEPTA app or website for any changes. Also, the Philadelphia Parking Authority offering a flat 24-hour $5 discounted parking rate at select Center City garages. Our Kelly Rule has been out and about in the city today, and she's live out by the Art Museum in North Philly. Did you see any early sledders, Kelly?
We did, Sheba. They're not up there anymore. You just missed them. But some brave souls came out earlier today. Certainly wouldn't be me. I'd be home if I could be. But look, we want to show you how much we've already accumulated out here. I want to say several inches here, and you can see just from the wind. Obviously, we're not seeing the levels of wind that Chris O'Connell is seeing down the shore, but still pretty brutal out here. And just the way it's here on the pole, you can see it's flowing very specifically in one direction. So this area covered, this area clean. If you look at the roads here, I want to say we've had about 20 plows come through in the past hour, no exaggeration. So I can't speak for what the entire city's seeing, but at least around the Art Museum, they're out and they are working. And even despite seeing that many plows come through, you can see some blacktop, and you can see it's still covered. So they come through, and it does not take much for the snow to cover it again. That just shows how quickly, again, it's accumulating out here. According to the city, they have 1,000 personnel and 800 pieces of equipment activated tonight to attack this storm. A first look at one of the city's snow melters to tackle this winter storm, working at 38th and Girard Streets tonight, where there was already snow from the previous storm piled up. City officials say they are capable of melting 180 tons of snow per hour and will be crucial in snow cleanup. They also have large triaxle snow plows, sanitation compactors mounted with plows, pickup trucks with plows, and salt spreaders, as well as smaller vehicles for narrow streets. Their main goal is to keep streets passable for emergency services, and of course they're asking everyone to avoid any unnecessary travel to give these crews plenty of space to work. We were there as PennDOT crews geared up in South Philadelphia. Governor Josh Shapiro holding a press conference today where PennDOT secretary said they're surging equipment and manpower from across the state to areas like southeastern PA.
I can tell you that the PennDOT counties throughout the state are prepared and staffed. Of course, we have plenty of salt and other equipment necessary to deal with this storm. Please don't travel unless it's absolutely necessary, starting tonight and into tomorrow. It really will help make sure that our response to the storm can be as efficient and professional as possible.
So they said to stay off the roads, and Sheba, I told you that there are some people here at the Art Museum sledding earlier. They have since left, but then we saw someone biking. Charles, what are we doing?
We are loving the snow, and we are getting a workout in, and we don't let the weather figure out whether we're going to have fun outside or not.
Okay, so what kind of bike do we have to be able to brave the elements here?
So this is it's actually a stand-up bike like you would have in the gym. It's called a Cyclete. Okay. It's got wide tires, and it gives you really good control. And it was, you can take it off-road, and this is the equivalent of being off-road.
Okay, this would be a good advertisement for the Cyclete. Not great for cars right now. How's it for the Cyclete?
It was great. I came out of the city. I went all the way to Manayunk, and I'm almost home.
There's always someone. All right.
So,
respect. But we're not encouraging this, though. I mean, I guess this is a pro here. We're gonna watch him bike away. Yeah, Sheba, there's always someone that's. You too. Be safe, please. There's always someone that's going to do something crazy. Like, look at him go.
Let's watch him take off.
Yeah, so we don't recommend that. We don't recommend being on the road at all. You see the entourage of trucks there, though. So once again, I mean, they're out. The city said they're prepared, and at least, again, speaking from where we are tonight, we've seen them out and about working.
At least that guy's on the plowed roads, Kelly. If he was biking through the piles of snow, I would have some concerns. But once he said that he was biking in Manayunk, that told me that he's a pro.
Agreed. But now he's following the path of the plow. So if there's, like you said, if there's a path to follow, that would be one.
Yeah, exactly.
Just sort of go behind them, not in front of them.
Yeah.
Don't get in the way.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't want to be cooped up inside during this next snowstorm here. Kelly Rule, thank you. We'll check back with you soon as well. As expected, airports are dealing with backups due to this blizzard. This is a live look from Philadelphia International Airport. Where is the airport? It looks so misty out there. More than 300 flights were canceled today, according to flight tracking website FlightAware. More than 100 delayed. And a heads up for tomorrow, A, West, B, and C ticketing and checkpoints will be closed. 80% of PHL scheduled flights for Monday have already been canceled. Let's head east now to Jeff Skversky in South Jersey, Pennsauken. The whole state, Jeff, under a blizzard warning, a rare event for Jersey.
Certainly so. First time in 30 years, all 21 counties in New Jersey have been under that blizzard advisory. And here in Pennsauken, it has been coming down consistently with snow for hours. And because of those wind gusts, you're seeing it come down sideways. Here on the Marlton Pike behind me, we have seen plows come through here multiple times, but it is still very, very slippery. A state of emergency has been declared in New Jersey. All non-essential personnel have to be off the roads for what is expected to be the biggest storm in a decade. Plow trucks are on the move from the Benjamin Franklin Bridge to Route 38. Crews say they'll be out here around the clock through the night. For the first time in 30 years, all 21 counties in New Jersey, including Camden County, are under a blizzard warning. State police issued a mandatory travel restriction, while New Jersey Transit suspended all service at 9 p.m. And schools across the county are closed on Monday.
It is a serious storm, so please take it seriously. Stay inside. Get off the roads tonight. In our last storm, I said don't travel if you don't have to. Now I'm just saying don't travel tonight. It's dangerous. This is a very heavy, wet snow.
A foot of snow is expected with blizzard conditions and wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. To handle this, the Department of Public Works is plowing and salting 1,200 lane miles across Camden County. Meanwhile, at this Pennsauken Wawa, workers are doing everything they can to keep up with the pace of the snowfall.
So right now, we're plowing what we can and then shooting to the next one and just going back and forth until it starts to slow down.
It's really starting to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to pick up throughout the night more, I think.
Before conditions worsened, last-minute shoppers were grabbing groceries at the Cherry Hill Wegmans.
How are the roads?
I mean, the roads is bad right now. I mean, it's not a lot of people being outside. Yeah, it's really bad right now.
Try to stay in the house and then try to work on shoveling out for work on Tuesday.
Yeah, good luck shoveling out. It has been really piling up. And to give it some perspective here, as I stomp into this snow, I mean, you have at least 3 or 4 inches here. And it's only been a few hours. Of course, as we have heard all night, it's expected to get worse overnight. But the state of New Jersey says they will be out here plowing throughout the night, and they have over 450,000 tons of salt at their disposal to treat the roads. We'll have more updates as the night continues here on Fox 29. We're live tonight in Pennsauken, New Jersey. Jeff Skaversky, Fox 29 News. Sheba?
And Jeff, everyone seemed to be in a good mood that you spoke to. No one grumpy about this second snowfall.
Yeah, I'm the only grumpy one out here.
Me too. Listen, I'm with you. Again? All right, Jeff Skaversky, thank you. We are in it for the long haul as the snow continues to pile up overnight. Oh, look, somebody's got their hazards on out there. This is a live look outside our studios here in Old City, Philadelphia. We'll check back in with Kathy on how the storm is progressing in 60 seconds.
When you shop.
This is a live look at the conditions in Doylestown, Bucks County. You can see some snow out on the roads there. Clearly, the plows have already attacked this area. A slight breeze in the distance as well. You can see the American flag. Kathy is tracking the latest on this storm and the snowfall totals. We're curious about that in 15 seconds.
If you're injured on the job,
you deserve better.
You deserve an attorney who cares.
You deserve Martin Law. We've been getting injured workers their benefits for over 40 years. Martin Law will help you get what you deserve. Call Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers.
We have so much to talk about. Blizzard warnings, of course, go through tomorrow morning, and we're looking at really heavy snow falling down the shore with snowfall rates between 1 and 2 inches an hour expected during the early morning hours. Let's take it down the shore to Ocean City. It began at about 1 o'clock this afternoon there, changed from rain to snow, and it is pouring snow down the shore, and the winds gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour. And of course, those are blizzard conditions. The storm is wrapping up and cranking over New Jersey, Delaware, and the eastern part of Maryland. You can see the heavy bands associated with it and picking up at least an inch or two in the past hour. And the heaviest snow you can see making it up to that I-95 corridor. But as you get toward the Lehigh Valley, it's a little bit lighter. Some bands of heavier snow embedded in this. Places like Lumberton in parts of Burlington County, already up to 8 inches of snow. And this is going to get heavier as the night progresses. So we'll keep an eye on that. Visibility reduced where we're seeing the heaviest snow. And of course, that's in South Jersey. It's extending up into New York and overnight tonight into New England. Winds gusting to 38 miles an hour already in Trenton, gusting to 33 miles an hour in Philadelphia, 40-mile-an-hour gust in Millville, Dover, and even in Atlantic City, gusting to 45. So definitely blizzard conditions there. The warning goes through tomorrow afternoon, but those blizzard conditions will be the worst through about 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. For most of us, intense between now and 6 a.m. And the criteria is to have 34-mile-an-hour gusts or greater for 3 hours or more, reducing visibility down to a quarter mile. We'll have that down the shore. We're gusting to 45 right now. We'll gust as high as 55 inland. In Philadelphia, it will gust to about 45 miles an hour. Overnight, temperatures will stay pretty much where they are right now. Allentown at 30, 31 in Doylestown, 32 in Philadelphia. So it's that white, wet, sloppy snow and a little bit heavy to shovel as well. So as we go hour by hour through the overnight, we see that wind becoming more northerly as the storm pulls away. It pulls down some slightly colder air. The Poconos in the 20s, elsewhere around 30. And you can see by 7 a.m., the snow is over to the west. Philadelphia and eastward, we're slowly seeing the end of the snow. But even in the afternoon, places like Burlington County, Ocean County, Monmouth County still may be seeing additional accumulation. I updated these snow totals, and this is amazing. This is as of 9:30 this evening, and you can see Blackwood up to 8 inches, Ventnor down the shore, 7.5, Lumberton, 7.5, Berwyn in PA, 6.5, Bustleton at 5, Bryn Mawr, PA at 5 inches of snow in county. Most of these locations within the 12-inch range down the shore. We're talking about 12 to 18 inches expected through the overnight. We'll be back with more news right after this. Here we go again. This is video from Barnegat Township, Ocean County. Several inches of snow out there. Yeah, and the grinding of the plow truck, busy at work. A live look now at the boardwalk in Wildwood, the gusty wind blowing the snow around, resulting in low visibility. Some brave souls out there trying to take it all in tonight. Let's check back in with Chris in North Wildwood. Goggles on, prepared for these blizzard conditions. Chris.
Yeah, you really need to have these on if you're standing out here, Sheba. That's because I don't know if you can see it on the TV, but it is basically horizontal snow that's happening now, and this wind just taking your breath away. If we could, Aaron, who's with me tonight, taking a shot up at the light here. We're lucky to have light because power went out here a little while ago, and it was restored after some power lines went down. But take a look at some of the video from earlier today. We were out in Cape May. We started our day there when this storm started. Big fat flakes flying in Cape May. A very pretty sight, but the roads just got covered very quick. It was like a light switch from rain to snow this afternoon, and it has continued throughout the night, and it continues now with the wind. That has picked up dramatically over the last few hours, and it just continues right now. Back out here live, we are dealing with a lot of power outages, at least 10,000 from Atlantic City Electric. many with PSE&G, many more up further north. Here in North Wildwood, we had several power outages. We saw power lines down from the heavy, wet rain, heavy, wet snow. And what you're seeing here behind me is some beach erosion and some high tide really is going to be coming here. Take a look behind me. You see some of this, the waves crashing against the seawall. Just an absolute blizzard-like conditions. And real quick, I want to take a look at our truck right here. You can just see in the headlights there just how fast the wind is blowing. We clocked around 32, 33 miles an hour with our, we have some telemetry in our truck. We also have a wind speed, my anemometer I keep with me at all times. We've been clocking 30 mile an hour winds. Just a nasty, nasty night. State of emergency continues here in New Jersey. We'll have more coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Shiva?
Every time I see your shot, Chris, as you're getting hit literally from every angle there, you got the ocean, the wind, the snow. You are under the most brutal conditions, my friend, as we've been checking in with our other reporters. So please be safe out there. Chris, thank you.
Thank you.
Our coverage of this major winter storm will continue right after the break. This is a live look out in Allentown. No one out there. Communities north and west of the city, they are still seeing the snow fall tonight. So let's get one last check-in with Kathy. The system's going to be with us for a bit, huh, Kath?
Absolutely, Sheba. And when we look out here at our local locations across the Delaware Valley, you can see in Philadelphia, we're looking at Independence Mall, and it is snow cover. Now here in Old City, we have about 4 inches of snow on the ground. The airport's reporting about 2 inches. That needs to be updated, but it continues to come down in Old City. The roads are snow covered, they're slippery, the temperature's around 32, so it's a heavy, wet snow. As we go through the overnight, temperatures staying close to freezing, and by 4 a.m. you can see in Allentown, Reading, and Lancaster some drier air working in on the backside of this, somewhat limiting the accumulation there. But it's still snowing in Philadelphia, and it's cranking in New Jersey, and it will continue to do so to about 7, 8, even 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. As we look at the snow totals, I'm increasing the totals as we get a little bit further inland to Jersey, already seeing reports of 7 and 8 inches in places like Lumberton, extending through Mount Holly. So these areas may be 12, 13 inches right on that borderline, but elsewhere around Philadelphia, 8 to 12 is fine. Overnight lows in the 20s and 30s tomorrow. The snow will be tapering off, and then we'll be shoveling it out. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s tomorrow, but the wind will be a huge problem. And on the 3-day forecast, temperatures staying in the 30s, climbing the 40s, and then some 50s toward the end of the week and the weekend to start the melting. Sheba?
Ooh, look at that forecast, Kathy. All right, we will brace ourselves one day at a time. Thank you, Kathy. Finally at 10, and a moment that is sure to melt your heart. Team USA men's hockey team bringing the heat at the Winter Olympics, beating Canada 2-1 to win gold. It is the team's first Olympic title since the 1980 Miracle on the Ice game. And the memory of the late NHL star Johnny Gaudreau skated with them at every turn. Gaudreau and his brother Matthew were killed by an alleged drunk driver in August of 2024 in New Jersey. And as the final horn sounded, his number 13 jersey was raised high. Those kids on the ice there, they are Johnny's kids, Johnny Jr. and daughter Noah. They were brought onto the ice for the team photo as Team USA celebrated winning gold. Just a special, special moment for the Gaudreau family. That'll do it for us tonight for the 10 o'clock news. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 29 and wherever you stream, including Fox Local. Keep it right here for Sports Sunday with Devin.
This is Fox 29 Sports Sunday, presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers.
Coming up on Sports Sunday, the Phillies back in action. I'll take you inside Baycare Ballpark in Clearwater. Plus, an Olympic recap. Sixers look to snap their losing skid and tons of college hoops. Keep it right here.
Fox 29 Fox 29 Sports Sunday, presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers.
Welcome to Sports Sunday. I'm Devin Caney. Sixers on the second half of a back-to-back and without Joel Embiid for their 5th game in a row. Let's break this one down. Starting in the first quarter, Sixers up by 1. Tyrese Maxey finds Quentin Grimes for the 3, just 1 of 5 from beyond the arc for Grimes in this game. Second quarter, Sixers still leading. Maxey this time to DJ Edgecombe, who shoots and scores the triple. The Rising Star finished with 24 points on the night. Third quarter, Sixers starting to pull away. Maxey gets the steal and on the other end slams it home. He led all scorers with 39 points. Sixers snap their 4-game losing streak and win 135-108. Here's Maxey after the game.
We got back to playing with a little bit of spirit, man. You're seeing guys smile a little bit. Quentin Grimes was huge, man, just playing the right way, having fun. And then on the defense end, when we play like that defensively, that's when we can get out and run and score the ball.
I just thought he was so assertive tonight in the standpoint of he was seeing a lot of similar stuff he's been seeing, and he was just attacking what they were doing immediately.
While Citizens Bank Park is blanketed in snow here in Philly, the Phillies are doing just fine down in Clearwater, Florida, where they hosted the Pittsburgh Pirates for their first home game of spring training. Let's break this one down. First inning, Kyle Schwarber at the plate. It's the first Schwarbomb of the year, a solo home run to right field. Phillies strike first and lead 1-0. Still in the first inning, Alec Bohm at bat. He hits a 2-out double to center. Unfortunately, he was unable to score that inning. More on Bohm in a moment. To the second inning, scary moment here for third baseman Jack Brannigan. He takes a line drive to the face. Brannigan bloody after the hit. He would have to be taken out of the game. Bottom of the third, Phillies still leading with runners on second and third. Alec Bohm hits it deep to right. It's caught at the wall, but allows a run to score, so the Phillies lead 2-0. To the sixth, the Phillies bullpen gave up a grand slam here. But in the bottom of the inning, Carson DeMartini smashes a solo home run for the Phillies to get within a run. Sadly, the Fightins go on to lose 4-3. Manager Rob Thompson said he had high praise for his designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
He understands the strike zone. He can hit velocity, he can hit off speed. He can shoot the ball the other way. He's improved overall as a hitter. You know, it's just not the power anymore. He's good against lefties, and he can use the field when he needs to, and he can pull the ball with the best of them.
Keep it right here. Coming up next, we'll head back to Clearwater to hear from more Phillies. We'll be right back.
29 Sports Sunday, presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers.
We just showed you the Phillies' first home game of spring training. Now let's go back to Baycare Ballpark, where Jason Martinez caught up with former Phillies manager Charlie Manuel.
I feel good.
Yeah?
I feel stronger. I'm getting better, and I'll keep working at it, and hopefully I'll get where we'll be.
Yeah. I saw you riding bikes. I know you're staying in tip-top shape, so that's good to see. So another season. Phillies' expectations are always high. You got a good club this year. How do you see it?
We got a lot of talent on our team. I watched our pitchers last couple of days. We got some big pitchers. I don't know the names yet.
Yeah. A lot of them.
And we got some talent.
They just keep getting bigger and stronger, don't they?
Exactly. Sure do. And just throw hard and everything.
Yeah. What does it mean for you to be out here in Clearwater at the complex? So many memories. To hear the crack of the bat and, the pop of the glove. What does it mean to you?
It means a lot. It means a whole lot to me. I can't tell you. I enjoy talking to the players and everything like that. I relate to what they say and everything, and I love it.
Yeah, you're transformed into a young man again. I know I am when I'm here.
Exactly. I love that.
And you love standing up on the cage and just watching the guys hit, right?
Right.
What's the expression? If you're not hot, get hot, and all that stuff. And if you're cold, get hot.
If you're hot, stay hot.
Do you have any expectations for the season?
I think that we can. We're going to have a big team. I think that people can say anything you want about a club, but we got to show it on the field. And I think that we got a chance to have a big offense, and I can't wait for it to start.
Yeah. Well, last time we had a parade, it was Charlie Manuel who brought us one down Broad Street. Let's hope this year is the year of skill.
Thank you.
Legend Charlie Manuel. Great to see you, sir. All right, back to you all.
Always great to hear from Charlie. All eyes will be on the Phillies outfield with rookie Justin Crawford in center field and Adolis Garcia in right. But one familiar face returns in left field. Here's Jason Martinez with Brandon Marsh.
I asked ChatGPT to give me an explanation of Brandon Marsh and tell me if this is right. It said he's a Southern kid with surfer hair, a lumberjack beard, and golden retriever energy.
I'll take it. I like golden retrievers, man. I'll take it. I'll say yeah. I'll say yeah.
So where does that come from? Just the positivity and all that?
I'd say my parents. You know, my mom. She's always smiling, always having a good time, no matter what's going on. So I definitely get that from her. But just like the loudness and like the energy, I think comes from football. To be honest, just that
culture.
Yeah. So it's I'm forever thankful for that sport. It helps me out a lot.
And everybody knows your sister is a stud athlete as well.
Oh yeah.
So the athleticism. Were both your parents just athletes themselves?
Yeah. My father was a tremendous athlete, played a bunch of sports in high school, and my mom was the best one. She was a cheerleader, so she was by far the best. And we get all of our stuff from her.
What about, are you all into health? I mean, do you do weird things like ice bath and eat elk heart and the blood infusions? We saw Bryce doing that as well.
I love health. I wouldn't say like a health freak.
Yeah.
But it definitely, try to get as much sleep as I can, stay on a good diet. Really only drinking water and stuff like that. But I'll eat whatever's good, whatever tastes good that's in front of me. So
which leads us to our rapid fire round here. So let's start with food. Guilty pleasure food to eat.
I'm a gummy guy, like
candies,
like candy, like soft gummy candy.
Most famous person in your phone?
Oh man,
some kind of country artist, some kind of musical person, an actor. Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper, most definitely. Let's go with that. That's easy.
Okay, here, who's got the best hair on the team?
Bomer's is looking good this spring, man. And I know that's a biased opinion. That's my dog, but I think it looks great. So Bomer's is good. Taiwan's is good. I like Ty's.
It's got
give it to those two for right now.
Most likely to miss the team bus? Don't say you. No.
Well, it could be me, but you know what? I'm just gonna say. I mean, we got some guys that are on time, man. So if I'm on time,
then everybody's
we're okay,
on time.
Yeah.
Do you have a go-to Wawa order?
Ooh, yeah. Fill up the gas tank.
There you go. That's fair. Most superstitious guy in the clubhouse.
Superstitious guy. I would say I know Stott's got a couple of superstitions, so I'm going with Stott.
Stott comes up a lot in these.
All of us have a bunch of stuff that we kind of do, like left sock, right sock, stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Last thing you watched on Netflix?
Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the season 4 of Stranger Things.
Best advice a veteran ever gave you?
Have no expectations.
Ooh. Ooh, I like that's a good life one as well. If you could steal one teammate's tool, what would it be?
Trey Turner slide.
Yeah, the slide. He pops right up, and he's so smooth.
The best slide in baseball by far.
Speaking of Trey Turner, Philly shortstop Trey Turner had his best season yet as a Philly in 2025. Can he have repeat success? Here's Jason with Trey.
How you feeling? How was the offseason, Trey?
It was quick.
Was it?
Yep, got the third kid now, so.
Oh, wonderful! Congratulations.
That sped a lot up, but it was a lot of fun. Did a little bit of traveling. Got to see friends and family, and obviously at the end of the year, you start working out and getting ready to come back here, and I'm excited to be here.
As a father of 3, now I have 5 myself. Oof. Any advice for dads?
Good luck. Good luck. Learn on the fly and be adjustable.
Listen to mom, I think, is a good
That's
one
important.
as well. So you're coming into your 12th big league season if you count your call-up year. I mean, and with all due respect, you still look like a kid, and you know, great shape. You're still as fast as ever. Won a batting title last year. Is baseball still fun after all these years?
I love it. I feel bad for people that kind of lose that joy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something I've always done, but I've played this game because I like it, not for any other reason really. So I kind of lucked out in the sense that people say it's not a job if you're loving it and it's something you love to do. So I truly feel that way, and excited to get going again, and the passion's still there.
What worked for you last year? I mean, you kind of put together obviously the bat was going, your legs were going, when the hamstrings were cooperating. What worked for you?
The adjustments were there. I feel like I pride myself on adjusting when things aren't going the right way. Try to do it a little bit differently, and I felt like each time I hit a little bit of a roadblock, I was able to get past it pretty quick and have a consistent year. That's what I want to be as a player, is consistent and competitive, and I think that was kind of my year in summary.
They say you're the fastest man according to StatCast still. I mean, you're 32. You're not 42. So you work on that. I know you pride yourself on that as well.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So the WBC, you lit it up the last time, and as you mentioned, you wanted to play, and they just didn't call, huh?
Happens. I mean, we got so many good players in the game now. The shortstop position is insane, and the 2 guys that they picked are great players. So I understand sometimes it doesn't work out, and I still rooting for those guys, wanting to win. But I had a blast, and I do it again. But didn't call, but it's all good.
Now we come back up to the snowy Northeast and break down some college hoops. Coming up next on Sports Sunday.
Fox 29. 29 Sports Sunday, presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers.
It's almost March, and you know what that means. All eyes turn to the college basketball world. So let's break it down, starting with Drexel Towson. First half, Dragons up by 4. Good ball movement leads to Eli Beard for the 3. Dragons extend their lead to 7. 5 seconds left in the half. Drexel's Shane Blankney. He sinks the fadeaway as time expires in the half. He led all scorers with 24 points in this game. Moving on to the second half here, Dragons still leading. Senior Garfield Turner gets the bucket and the foul. He had 16 points off the bench. Dragons win at home. Final score 68-62. To the top 25 we go between number 15 Michigan State and Ohio State. First half, Michigan State up 2. Jeremy Fears Jr. feeds Cohen Carr for the big dunk. Spartans trailed by 3 at the half. Late second half, Michigan State up by 4. Jordan Scott finds Carson Cooper for the dunk. Spartans go on to win 66-60. As you saw earlier right here on Fox 29, NASCAR's second race of the season took place in Atlanta tonight. Last week, Tyler Reddick won his first career Daytona 500. On to the race, 38 laps to go. Denny Hamlin clips the wall, causing a 9-car wreck. Hamlin would continue on afterwards. 4 laps to go. William Byron falls back into the pack. Austin Cindric clips him, causes another pileup and some extra racing in overtime. It's Tyler Reddick who crosses the finish line first. Reddick is now the 6th driver to win the first 2 races of the season in NASCAR history.
I mean, that's crazy, ain't it? How about that? Echo Park Speedway. I mean, this place, over the years, man, you know, it just puts on some amazing racing. And handling matters here, but, man, I don't know. I guess determination always handling.
Look, I wanted one of them to win. You know, I feel bad for Bubba, obviously, because he had an unbelievable day, but Tyler drove his ass off. And I'm very happy for Tyler. I'm very happy for 2311.
Stick around. We've got your Olympic recap coming up after this quick break.
When you shop.
Fox 29 Sports Sunday, presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers.
Cheers could be heard up and down the east coast of the U.S. as fans tuned in bright and early to watch the U.S. men's hockey team take on Canada in the gold medal match this morning. The game came down to the wire with Jack Hughes winning it for Team USA in overtime. It's the first time the U.S. won the gold in hockey since the miracle year of 1980. Taking a look at your final medal count as events wind down in the 2026 Winter Games, Norway takes the top spot with 41 total medals, with the United States just behind with 33. 8 of Team USA's 12 gold medals were won by women. And the Philadelphia Catholic League basketball finals took place at the Palestra today in a boys and girls doubleheader. Archbishop Carroll beat Cardinal O'Hara for the girls basketball title, and Father Judge become back-to-back PCL champs, beating Newman Goretti today. That does it for Sports Sunday. More news coming up next.
The blizzard of 2026 is here. From the shore to the city to the burbs, most areas will see a substantial amount of snow from this storm. New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill issuing a state of emergency for all of the Garden State, and this is where most of the snow in our area is expected to fall. Those living along the coast could potentially see up to 2 feet of snow by the time it's all over. Farther inland neighborhoods in and around Philadelphia could get up to a foot or more of snow. Mayor Sherrell Parker declaring a disaster emergency in the city. This is the 11 o'clock news. I'm Sheba Russell. All Philadelphia city offices are closed tomorrow. Philadelphia's public schools will shift to virtual learning, and archdiocesan schools in the city will use a flexible instruction day. And you can find other closings and delays at the bottom of your screen. We will see the worst of this storm around now and through the overnight hours, and that's why New Jersey State Police have issued a travel restriction, and that runs until 7 tomorrow morning. It applies to all state, county, municipal, and interstate roadways except the Jersey Turnpike. Police say only essential workers should be on the roads unless you're seeking medical treatment or in need of critical supplies like fuel, food, or medicine. Governor Sherrill echoing that warning.
Stay inside. Get off the roads tonight. In our last storm, I said don't travel if you don't have to. Now I'm just saying don't travel tonight. It's dangerous. This is a very heavy, wet snow. There are incredibly high winds, up to 60 miles per hour. That means that we could see branches and trees falling into the highway, drifts, and whiteout conditions.
Governor Sherrill also pointed out that this system is considerably worse than the January storm. A big storm like this one deserves big coverage. Chris O'Connell is down the shore in North Wildwood. Kelly Rule in Philadelphia, and Jeff Skaversky is in Camden County as the snow and high winds intensify. But first, let's bring in meteorologist Kathy Orr with the latest on this blizzard. Kathy, we heard Governor Sherrill talk about wind gusts as high as 60 miles per hour. Are you seeing anything like that yet?
No, and we're not expecting that in South Jersey. Okay. She may be talking about a little bit further north in North Jersey. There are a few counties that will see even higher accumulations than us to the north of our Jersey Shore beaches. But I do want to stress, I mean, about 40 million people are under blizzard warnings throughout the Northeast. And look at Wildwood, blizzard conditions going on right now on the boardwalk, 32 degrees. I mean, it is crazy out there with those winds gusting between 35 and 40 miles an hour. Here is the center of our storm, and Look what just popped up in Ocean City, Maryland, thunder snow, because there is so much dynamic energy in this storm. And we frequently see this, obviously, when we have blizzard conditions and a storm intensifying off the coast. Very heavy snow, and all that purple moving inland are bands of heavy snow. And we're getting about 1 to 2 inches of snow an hour, especially to the south and east of Philadelphia. The snow stretching into our suburbs, the Lehigh Valley and Berks County, not under the heavy snow, and accumulations will be more limited there. As we look at the winds, they're becoming more northerly, and as the storm pulls away, that's what usually happens. But it doesn't mean that it's weakening. It's actually strengthening as it moves toward the north and east. Winds gusting to 45 miles an hour in Atlantic City, gusting to 38 miles an hour Millville. Anywhere you see the purple in South Jersey, those are obviously tropical storm force equivalent winds, and that is where the blizzard conditions are happening. Visibility reduced in Philadelphia and down through South Jersey, where we have those blizzard conditions, and we are even expecting them into Philadelphia during the overnight. Snow so far, yeah, we have some high accumulations. Blackwood, New Jersey, Ventnor, Lumberton, all over 7 inches. Berwyn in Pennsylvania, nearly 7 inches. The Bustleton section of Philadelphia, 5 inches, and Bryn Mawr, PA, at 5 inches as well. As we go through the overnight, you can see some drier air working its way through the Lehigh Valley, Berks County, into Lancaster, limiting those accumulations, and then still seeing the snow in Philadelphia. But New Jersey, in a state of emergency. You see why. 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. still snowing, especially the eastern half of the state. And in some places like Ocean County and Monmouth County, we could see 2 feet of snow there. So 18 to 24 inches where I highlighted in orange. The rest of South Jersey, 12 to 18. And even getting close to Camden, places like Blackwood, you'll be 12, 13, 14 inches right on that borderline. 8 to 12 I-95 and 4 to 8 as you head toward Berks County and the Lehigh Valley. Those are the totals. Additional snow accumulation, at least an additional 3 to 5, 3 to 6 inches as we go through the overnight. Sheba?
Yeah, we're not done yet. Kathy, thank you. And taking a look at the number of outages in our area, according to First Energy, more than 15,000 of its New Jersey customers do not have power right now. A large number are in Ocean County. Atlantic City Electric says nearly 15,000 of its customers are without power. That number has grown in the last hour. Delmarva Power at more than 21,000, and PECO reporting more than 2,300 of its customers are in the dark. Let's get straight out to our Chris O'Connell. He's live in North Wildwood in the worst conditions out of all of our reporters tonight. Chris, you've been out in the elements for several hours now, and it's close to high tide now, right?
Sheba, if you're talking to me, I have no idea what you're saying. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to talk because this wind really just picked up. We're talking about 35, 40-mile-an-hour winds right now here in North Wildwood. That is the story. You see behind me, we're here along the seawall here on 2nd and JFK. My videographer, Aaron, is literally hanging onto a pole right now to keep steady. It has just been a wild weather day. We are definitely seeing blizzard conditions here. Several inch, probably 4, 5 inches of snow on the ground, but right now it is just the wind. Take a look at some video from earlier in the Wildwoods. They had the plows out very strong. We saw quite a few power outages. It's been very heavy snow. The winds ripping down power lines. The power crews have been very busy. Upwards of 10,000 customers with Atlantic City Electric or without power. I'm sure that number has gone up. But back out here live here, what we're seeing here, all this is just slush. My feet are frozen. My feet are soaked into the Atlantic Ocean water that's been coming over the seawall. The winds have just been whipping up. This is definitely a blizzard. Conditions you do not want to be out in, and obviously it's going to continue for the next few hours as far as Kathy's been telling us, but just a wild day. I've seen weather. I've never seen anything like this at the shore. Very cold, very bitter. We're going to go in, try to get dry, and we'll probably see it bright and early tomorrow morning when the sun rises here on the Jersey Shore. Sheba?
Chris O'Connell, thank you. In North Wildwood, wild conditions in North Wildwood and up and down the Jersey Shore coast there. High tide right around 11:15 tonight. Chris is truly in the elements out there, brutal elements. And he was right. The power outages are increasing by the minute. As far as public transportation goes, New Jersey Transit has suspended all bus, light rail and access link services until further notice. PATCO will be operating on a snow schedule beginning at 4:30 tomorrow morning. SEPTA says all bus routes and the Center City Trolley, T and D lines are suspended. The M line and regional rail will continue to operate until the end of its scheduled service tonight. Now, they're going to figure out things in the overnight hours and see how to proceed tomorrow. If conditions worsen, things could change. So check the SEPTA app or website for any changes. Also, the Philadelphia Parking Authority is offering a flat 24-hour $5 discounted parking rate at select Center City garages. That will come in handy when you have to move your car off the street for the plows. Our Kelly Rule has been out and about in the city all day long. She's live out by the Art Museum in North Philly. Hey there, Kel, what's going on?
Hey, Sheba, actually a lot going on here at the moment. We'll show you that in a second, but we just want to show you the accumulation again. I want to say maybe even an inch more than the last time you came to us. Coming through here repeatedly. We'll see blacktop, and it feels like minutes later it's already snow covered again. So a lot going on here. As I said, there are some ATVs here, not really supposed to be doing donuts out here going up the steps. Nevertheless, that is happening. And then we have some sledders, and we actually saw a group. Sean, I don't know if you can turn the corner here and see them. There is a group up there with a mattress, and they're trying to make their way down. They came up the parkway, a big group of them holding a mattress. They're trying to make their way down now, so we will keep an eye on that. But as things are accumulating here, the wind whipping, roads definitely getting worse. 1,000 personnel and 800 pieces of equipment out tonight, activated for this storm. A first look at one of the city's snow melters to tackle this winter storm. Working at 38th and Girard Streets tonight, where there was already snow from the previous storm piled up. City officials say they are capable of melting 180 tons of snow per hour and will be crucial in snow cleanup. They also have large triaxle snow plows, sanitation compactors mounted with plows, pickup trucks with plows, and salt spreaders, as well as smaller vehicles for narrow streets. Their main goal is to keep streets passable for emergency services, and of course they're asking everyone to avoid any unnecessary travel to give these crews plenty of space to work. We were there as PennDOT crews geared up in South Philadelphia. Governor Josh Shapiro holding a press conference today where PennDOT secretary said they're surging equipment and manpower from across the state to areas like southeastern PA.
I can tell you that the PennDOT counties throughout the state are prepared and staffed. Of course, we have plenty of salt and other equipment necessary to deal with this storm. Please don't travel unless it's absolutely necessary, starting tonight and into tomorrow. It really will help make sure that our response to the storm can be as efficient and professional as possible.
So again, even though we've seen plows come through here, I'd say every 15, 20 minutes or so, it's still snow covered. So you can imagine areas that haven't had a plow come to it yet, what those roadways look like. So definitely, despite we're seeing cars out here, we're seeing other vehicles out here, definitely getting to a point where it's not safe to be driving.
I wasn't expecting this, Kelly. You're in the middle of an ATV party at the Art Museum.
a lot has happened since we last spoke, yes.
All right, it is getting late.
It's busy out here.
All right, yeah, be safe around all those ATVs.
Yeah, time for bed.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly. Well, we are in it for the long haul as the snow continues to pile up overnight. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more when you wake up in the morning. Still ahead, we'll head to Camden County for a live report and check in with Kathy again on how the storm is progressing and when this thing is expected to move out.
Play the new Daily
As expected, airports are dealing with backups due to this storm. And this is a live look from Philadelphia International Airport. The camera looking very hazy out there as visibility is a concern tonight. More than 350 flights were canceled today, according to flight tracking website FlightAware. More than 100 delayed. And a heads up for tomorrow, A West, B, and C ticketing and checkpoints will be closed. 80% of PHL scheduled flights for tomorrow, for Monday, have already been canceled. Let's head east now to Jeff Skaversky in South Jersey, Pennsauken. The whole state, Jeff, under a blizzard warning. This is a rare event, and where you are, you guys are supposed to be getting substantial snowfall. A substantial snowfall. How much snow do you think you have out there right now?
Sheba, we have about 3 inches to a foot. And look, we just saw what Chris O'Connell's dealing with down the shore. We aren't dealing with anything quite like that, at least yet. And I would tell you, though, that the wind is picking up substantially right now as the snow continues to come down. Now, behind me here on Marlton Pike, the plows have been through here multiple times, but still only a lane, maybe a lane and a half are open right now. Things are very slippery. We've seen cars fishtail in and out of this Wawa parking lot, including our Fox 29 news van kind of fishtailed in here. That just goes to show just how slippery the roads are. The state of New Jersey is under a state of emergency right now. All non-essential employees, workers have to be off the roads as we are shaping up to have the worst storm in a decade. Plow trucks are on the move from the Benjamin Franklin Bridge to Route 38. Crews say they'll be out here around the clock through the night. For the first time in 30 years, all 21 counties in New Jersey, including Camden County, are under a blizzard warning. State police issued a mandatory travel restriction, while New Jersey Transit suspended all service at 9 p.m. And schools across the county are closed on Monday.
It is a serious storm, so please take it seriously. Stay inside. Get off the roads tonight. In our last storm, I said don't travel if you don't have to. Now I'm just saying don't travel tonight. It's dangerous. This is a very heavy, wet snow.
A foot of snow is expected with blizzard conditions and wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. To handle this, the Department of Public Works is plowing and salting 1,200 lane miles across Camden County. Meanwhile, at this Pennsauken Wawa, workers are doing everything they can to keep up with the pace of the snowfall.
So right now, we're plowing what we can and then shooting to the next one and just going back and forth until it starts to slow down.
It's really starting to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to pick up throughout the night more, I think.
Before conditions worsened, last-minute shoppers were grabbing groceries at the Cherry Hill Wegmans.
How are the roads? I mean, the roads is bad right now. I mean, it's not a lot of people being outside. Yeah, it's really bad right now.
Try to stay in the house and then try to work on shoveling out for work on Tuesday.
Yeah. Speaking of shoveling and everything else that has to go on, the state of New Jersey says they have over 450,000 tons of salt to treat the roads. Now, treating this parking lot here at Wawa is Davis, right?
Yes.
And how heavy is this snowfield tonight?
It's pretty heavy. I mean, the last storm was definitely heavier with the snow, but it's not too bad, honestly.
And how's it going so far?
It's been kind of rough, honestly, but it'll be all right.
You're going to be working all night?
Yeah, all night.
All night. You got to get some coffee. All right, let's see you in action. I know we have to do this in layers. Here's Davis. He's going to be plowing one of the many parking lots here in South Jersey in Wawa. He's going to be turning on his snowblower, ripping it and getting it going. We appreciate him doing the trick. Sheba, we may have to hire Davis to come over and shovel Fox 29 and maybe even the house, right?
Yeah, I feel bad for him. He said it's been a rough night, but you got to work when you got to work. We appreciate all of the crews out there tonight. Yeah. All right, Jeff, thank you. A live look now in Ocean City. The shore is taking a beating tonight. You have the high winds. You also have all of that snow out there, blizzard conditions. They're in the thick of it, that's for sure. All right, Kathy, I feel like we're in, are we halfway there?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that a song?
It must be.
We're
yes,
halfway
I think
there.
it is.
Yeah. We are halfway there, and we are seeing the storm intensify right now. The next 3-4 hours, we'll be seeing that heavy snow, blizzard conditions, and then we'll slowly get out of it. But really, those blizzard conditions could continue right into the 6 a.m. hour. Take a look down the shore in Wildwood. I can't get over this shot. If you look at the light, the snow is blowing so hard that the light is shaking on the boardwalk. And we saw our Chris O'Connell. He had to wear ski goggles because it just hurts your face. I mean, the temperature is 32. This is a heavy, wet snow. It is blowing like crazy. So you have winds gusting to 40 miles an hour, blizzard conditions, and it is just a terrible scene down the shore. If you look at our area of low pressure, our storm, our nor'easter, moving toward the northeast and just lashing everywhere from New York down through Jersey, right along the I-95 corridor, a heavy band of snow. And look at this. I mentioned this earlier. Thunder snow near Ocean City, Maryland, something you see when you have a very dynamic storm, and this is definitely dynamic. Heaviest snow you can see Philadelphia south and east, some bands weakening as they move in our northern western suburbs, and seeing a lesser accumulation through Berks, Lehigh County into Northampton County. But Philadelphia is still in that 8 to 12 and higher accumulations, 12 to 18, as you head down the shore. Let's take a look at the winds. Wherever you see that purple, those are blizzard conditions. We need a wind that's about 35 miles an hour or greater sustained for 3 hours or more, and we have it. Philadelphia, a northerly wind at 31 miles an hour. As the storm moves to the northeast, we'll see the winds continue to be out of the north as the storm passes by, but it's intensifying as we speak. Visibility down to a half mile in Philadelphia, reduced in Millville and Wildwood, where we are seeing that extreme wind. Snowfall so far impressive. Blackwood, New Jersey at 8 inches. Ventnor down the shore nearly 8. You can see even Bustleton in Philadelphia, 5 inches of snow. As we go through the next several hours, the snow ending from west to east down the shore. It will be ending probably by the afternoon, potentially, possibly earlier, and you can see those snow accumulations. The heaviest South Jersey, 12 to 18 inches of snow, with those winds gusting to 40 miles an hour during the overnight. Tomorrow, we'll see the snow slowly come to an end, and then, of course, the blizzard warning will be ending as well. We look at those blizzard conditions. We'll see the shore gust to 55, inland gusting to 45 during the overnight, and temperatures, of course, back in the 30s tomorrow. Quickly want to show you the 7-day, because we will be seeing a few more chances of a mix this week, but then warming conditions and melting going on. That's a look at the 7-day forecast. We'll send it to break. We'll be right back.
So many things are happening, and everyone
your winter. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready. Bundle up, Toyota. Right now, get great APR offers on your favorite Toyotas like the Highlander and Grand Highlander. Toyota. Let's go places.
Sixers on the second half of a back-to-back and without Joel Embiid for their fifth game in a row. Let's break this one down. Starting in the second quarter, Sixers up by 8. Tyrese Maxey finds VJ Edgecombe, who shoots and scores the triple. The rising star finished with 24 points on the night. Third quarter, Sixers starting to pull away. Maxey gets the steal, and on the other end, slams it down. He led all scorers with 39 points. Sixers snap their 4-game losing streak and win 135-108. The Phillies hosted the Pirates for their first home game of spring training. First inning, Kyle Schwarber at the plate. It's the first Schwarbomb of the year, a solo home run to right field. The Phils would go on to lose 4-3. Cheers could be heard up and down the east coast of the U.S. as fans tuned in bright and early to watch the U.S. men's hockey team take on Canada in the gold medal match this morning. The game came down to the wire with Jack Hughes winning it for Team USA in overtime. Taking a look at your final medal count as events wind down in the 2026 Winter Games, Norway takes the top spot with 41 total medals, with the United States just behind with 33. 8 of Team USA's 12 gold medals were won by women. That does it for sports. More news coming up next.
You want to save
And